Well, good day. I'm Dwayne Matz. Welcome to today's living word. It comes from Psalm 40, verse 2. He also brought me up out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my steps. That's Psalm 40, verse 2. You know, I'm old enough to remember the days of door to door salesmen. We had one such visitor when we were living in Newport, Rhode Island. I was home alone when he knocked, and he convinced me to buy a set of encyclopedias. Now, these books served us well for pressing leaves and cleaning up carpet spills where some weight placed on paper toweling would help lift the stain out. But perhaps our greatest use for these books was the time a bat was loose at our house. My daughter was home alone, and she managed to trap the bat under an ice cream bucket. She put a couple of encyclopedias on top of the bucket so the bat couldn't escape and left them there for Dad, me, when I got home. Oh man, what was I thinking when I bought those books? I don't even remember the salesman's pitch, but it's clear I got sucked in. Some of you maybe have been sucked in by a door to door vacuum cleaner salesman. In fact, maybe that's where the phrase sucked in came from. I don't know. But the door to door peddlers of lies are still with us today. They show up as Mormons and Jehovah Witnesses at our door, and their doctrines of salvation by works and their refusal to acknowledge Jesus as God is a pile of quicksand just waiting to suck in the uninformed. These diabolical missionaries have been well trained to use just enough truth to lure you in, and the average Christian typically is not in position to debate doctrinal differences with these well trained wolves in sheep's clothing. But God has given us His Word and a very simple tactic to use. It's found in 2 John, verse 10. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this doctrine, do not receive him into your house nor greet him. I would say just put that verse into your cell phone where you can call it up quickly and then read it out loud to them as you gently close the door and tell them that, according to God's Word, they have to leave. And I wonder what would happen if all of us would employ that God ordained tactic. Maybe after a while, they get the hint and rethink their doctrine. I'm Dwayne Matz, and that's today's Living Word.